brings sales and operations planning together in one solution. We are the "and" in S&OP. And this is a unique solution. It's in use by clients all over the world. A few examples. Clients like South African breweries, Pearson View, Blue Diamond Almond Group, and Rijkswaan. They use our solution to run their business day in, day out. Some new clients who recently signed up last month, Vacuvin in the Netherlands and Keystone Foods in the United States. We as Outperform, we are a company that follows the trend, but keeps the focus on simplicity, usability, and performance. Over to the agenda. A main topic on the agenda is the demonstration, but I will provide some introductory explanations and some more context before we dive into the demo of the system. What, in our opinion, is required for sales and operations planning? We provide a direct and tight, with no walls, connection between sales and operations, and between operations and execution. A change on one side, a change on the sales side, can impact the other, the operations side, instantly, and this needs to be evaluated on a regular basis. You may have a very good demand plan or a very good sales plan. You may have a very well-running operations, but the connection between the two is what makes the difference. That's where the true value lies, and that's where we come in. You will increase your profit by making the right connection between the two, between sales and operations. I cannot stress enough the importance of having a single solution. And let me explain to you what that brings to you, a single solution. And let me explain that to you using some words of our clients around the world. A single solution eliminates inefficiencies. And a literal quote from one of our customers. They once said, "Our business users appreciate the ease of use and the exact fit with our requirements, all in one single application. Our planning process has become more efficient, and it supports our mission to deliver the benefits of almonds around the world." That business is in delivering the benefits of almonds around the world. A single solution means consistent data. Data is too often neglected in systems, and inconsistent data or small data errors erodes the acceptance by the business. We care about data, and therefore the business can trust the plans that we generate. We align all parties. We align the different perspectives that exist in a business, the perspective on sales and marketing and customers, and the perspective on operations. And we ensure that information is available at all levels. And let me give you another quote there. One of our customers once said, yes, some numbers can be managed at a high level. And for some business decisions, it's okay to leave out the detail, but for others, it is not. And we need a system to keep things connected, from the detail to the high level, and from the high level back to the detail. Some more explanation on our product, again, as introduction to the demonstration. I don't want to take more time away than is needed. The system Outperform Planning is really about three areas. We generate the sales plan, from which results an inventory plan, from which we calculate the supply plan. But it is all one system. The inventory is in between sales and supply to balance the two. You want some inventory, but not too much, and not a shortage either. Plans then need to be taken into execution, and that's where your ERP system comes in. And we connect to any ERP system. We take all the data that we can use and data that is not available but is required for the planning process, we manage in our system. And as a result, we provide you an enterprise sales and operations planning system. If you want to dig deeper, specifically for today, we refer you to the details which are described on our website. Even better still, if you want to know more, talk to our clients. Barbara will now continue with the demonstration, and again let me emphasize it's impossible to cover all the areas that you see listed here on this page. So we'll just show you some highlights, and we will focus on the connection between sales and operations planning. We will focus on the connection, the and in S&OP. Barbara, this is the transition slide. Over to you, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Unico. I will change the screen and show you the following slide. Yes, I'm here to show you a short demonstration, and this will certainly not cover all the points described above, but we will show you the key parts of what is of interest to you. The dashboard and the KPI allow you a 30,000 foot level overview on how you're operating. This then drives where you need to focus your attention. We believe in plan by execution and not worry about every little detail in your business. We will show you the inventory balance monitor to understand where your issues are, and we'll show you the workbench to react and make changes, and ultimately you can execute on the plan with decisions based on accurate information. This demonstration will not be a deep dive, but don't worry, we will welcome any follow-up requests. Let me go over to the system. Good S&OP process pays a lot of attention to continuous improvement to how the business is running. Structured KPIs are a prerequisite for that. These KPIs should reflect the core areas of the S&OP process, and hence they relate to the demand, the supply, and the inventory. Outperform planning starts up with a dashboard, and you can immediately start working from this dashboard. It gives you a quick overview on where you are. These different tabs in this dashboard store different information, and to dive deeper you can go to the subsequent tabs. The last tab is the to-do list, and in this to-do list it provides you recommendations on data or errors you should fix. It provides different views for different planners on the demand and supply side. In this example it shows you a data error where the safety inventory is above the maximum inventory level. The Fix button immediately leads you to the place where to fix the error. Now let me go through, and I can of course fix it there. Let me show you the inventory adherence charts, and these gives you more detail on the KPI side. I can, for example, view this inventory adherence chart, and in the left hand side it tells me the blue percentage of the products that are above maximum, within range, the gray, and the red is the out of stock. Below minimum is the yellow. And I can look at, like, for example, this is a paint demonstration, so if I type in the polyurethane, it gives me a different view than, because this product group is doing better than the water product group. As you can see, I've been out of stock for a couple of months on certain items. The overviews by month reflect the running of the company as a whole, but these charts also have more detail for operation. For example, the adherence by item. Here on this chart I basically see all the information, all the out of stock, the below minimum products, the above maximum, and show OK. Let me just click off the OK button, and I can focus on what are the ones that are below minimum and what are the ones in blue above maximum. For this area I see nothing in red, so there's no out of stock. But let me go to the adherence by warehouse and see if that would be the same thing. Let me click off all the ones, and I do see some couple of inventory products, or a couple of products that are below minimum, and it's basically for the whole warehouse. So this is information that gives you a quick overview on what to focus on. Now, on the statistics by warehouse, which is a level higher again, it gives you the information, the percentages of out of stock level for these specific warehouses. If I want to change a certain date, on the 6th, it's different than what I just saw on the 5th. Now, that was it for the KPIs. Now I'm going to go over to the monitors. In general sense, a monitor is a window with information that works off numbers in a datasheet. This datasheet, and what we see here, the workbench, is the heart of the system where demand, supply, and inventory are all combined. The inventory balance monitor is the monitor that you would see on top. And South African Breweries, for example, has a monitor for truck capacity utilization. In this inventory balance monitor we will discuss today is much more of generic use. It visualizes the demand with the supply and the inventory, the DSI. And it shows you the information for the products and the location. So for example, if I choose, it's very interactive, a certain amount of products and a couple of warehouses, and I can also show all the products. And this gives me a range of the whole time frame. So it is totally the interactivity is paramount because the monitor automatically synchronizes with the selection in the datasheet. I can also make this a floating window if I would like to see that as a separate window. So I can move it around on my second monitor. Let me show it back in my screen. These information, what you see here, is the bar chart. We also have it in an accumulation chart, and this accumulation chart shows you it in a different fashion where the demand is at the bottom in blue, the inventory is in gray, and the green line on top is the supply. I can also see for these products and show you what my inventory days, my cover is. So here you see 5.7 days. If I choose again my water group, I would see a different information on that one. And you see here that water doesn't have such a large cover than what I just showed. If I type in my other product group, then you'll see that I have to click on it, otherwise it doesn't work. So here you see it has a larger cover for the polyurethane. Now, what do you see in this workbench at the bottom? And let me go back to my bar chart and move it a little bit up. What do I see here? If I want to look at a certain group, and I would say supply policies, I would see the opening inventory, the available inventory, the total demand, and it's spread out by day. And for this product, you can see that there's demand on a Saturday, and for this product, there's not. I also see dependent demand and actually the supply plan. What is in green are the supplies. And these are spread out for each of those products by warehouse in a different time frame. You even see for Sao Paulo that it comes in just before you need it. This is based on different supply policies. Now, if I check the first product and this product for this specific warehouse, I could, for example, change the period that it's supplying. And if I make this 10 days instead of the 5 days that was there, you will immediately see that the supply changes into a different time frame. Now, if I also make this a 0 and say I cannot supply here, it immediately makes it green. I can say I can supply here. Why wouldn't I be able to supply here? That's because there is no supply able on that specific day. I can make a change and make this 12,000, and that will immediately change the proposal into green. Now let me show you the connection between the demand and supply. For this particular product, I can click on it, I can go to the warehouse, and I can change the demand for this particular item. If I just make it 0 or make it less and save that, I'll immediately see that there's changes to this area because, yes, all the demand is gone. And it supplies here because, again, I have demand in April. A supply plan, purchase, transport, or transportation can also be generated by a solver. This will find the optimal plan that meets all the specified constraints. Our software has the Garobi solver embedded for such optimizations. Now let me show you one other item that clients really love, and that is, I'm going to show you, let me go to another product. And this is the, again, another product. Outperform planning is designed to observe relationships. For example, if I pack this particular product, I also need an intermediate. In most cases, you're wise to trust the system and let it work for you. But in case you want to follow up what is happening in detail, you can pull up this detail. This is a scenario for dependent demand, and dependent demand can occur when we need to source product from a different warehouse or plant, or we need raw materials or intermediates to make this product. In this case, the example is of an end product that is in need for an intermediate, and so it will show an arrow to the linked dependent demand and to the inventory. And as you can see here, it shows it all the way up to the demand that is over here. Let me show another example of a couple of products. And of course, the related arrows that show gives you a view of all this information and the relationship to each of those. So it is very easy for a planner to just track down where is it going and where is it coming from. In the client implementation, let me show you the last screen, information is consolidated and provided for execution to an ERP system. I can go to production export, and I now see here the information of certain production dates, what's the delivery date for the warehouses, and what is the proposal. I click in here, and depending of course on what your ERP system is and what that ERP system likes in transfers, this could be different ways, directly into a database, but basically here you have the capability to transfer it to your ERP system, and that will provide me then with an order date. So everything is connected all the way to the systems that you use in your business already. As a last item, I wanted to show you, it's not really part of the demonstration, but I wanted to show you our wiki. It allows you to collaborate, allows us to collaborate with our customers on the information that is in our system. It provides documentation and a collaboration tool between internally and our customers. This concludes the presentation. Over to Raj.
Thank you, Barbara. This kind of ends the presentation and the demonstration, and I request you to kind of type in your questions if you have any. So I have a question here. The question is, how much of it is customized and how much of it is standard out-of-the-box functionality? I'll hand that question over to Unico.
Thanks, Raj. From what you saw today, I think I should say 90% of what you saw is direct plain vanilla, and 10% is tuned to support this demonstration. I hope that answers the question, Raj.
Yes. I have another question. So who do I contact for more information in the US? We have a contact information on our website, but we can get back to you in terms of more details, in terms of who to contact, and get in touch with you. Okay, thank you all for your time, and we really appreciate your attendance. And if you have any further questions, do let us know, and we'll be in touch. I have one last question. Has the integration been done to Exact Globe?
Yes, it very much has. As mentioned, we recently sold our product to Vakuvin, and that is a company that uses Exact Globe as an ERP system. As announced in other fora, we started a collaboration with Exact a little less than a year ago, and that has also led to an out-of-the-box solution inclusive of the ERP integration, which, as mentioned, is now in use at Vakuvin, and we're currently working with a number of prospects to roll out that solution across the world, including South Africa. I can only see that in the panel, but does this answer your question? Please confirm. I think the panel is shrunk, but I think it's Dave asking the question.
Yes. Okay. With that, we'll end the session. Thank you very much again for your participation, and we look forward to future webinars with you. Thank you.